I really want to try weed in America.
Living the immigrant dream.
Don't go and ask. Don't go. I have to. I never had American, and American was amazing.
What's up, guys? I'm Dariany, and this is Vibes with Dariany, and I'm here with Hadi. He's a producer, he's a creator, and he created a really dope thing called the High Journal. You can smoke if you'd like.
Oh, thank you for inviting.
Be my guest. Me couch is to couch. Question, did you start smoking in LA or were you smoking in Bulgaria?
I tried it when I was in Bulgaria, and I was like, oh my God, why is this illegal? But that's why I came to LA. I was like, I need to really like figure it out, what's going on. The High Journal, we started in 22, and it was like a passion project because I had a journal for 10 years, but I wanted to create my own. If I didn't have this journal, I wouldn't have remembered about that first experience I had in LA of purchasing weed, that first experience of interacting with a dealer, that first experience of just being at home, trying it for the first time, or maybe for the 100th time, but remembering what you've tried. And that's why I would recommend people to try it.
Yay! Thank you so much. This is gorgeous, by the way.
Of course. This one is especially for you. And you can see it has inside, you can log on your high experience. It's very complex. There's a lot of little things you can put in, like what you ate, the strand, who you're with, or put a note or a sticker inside it. It's a great way to just memorize the experience of smoking or eating or just being with your friends.
Well, first of all, I love this because I will often smoke different strain, and I don't remember. Like, I have no idea. So it's nice to be able to go back and be like, oh, I remember this was like a really goofy high. So thank you.
Of course, you're welcome.
Yeah. And I know you initially wanted it to be an app, but then it ended up being a journal. I think it's nicer that it's a written journal because I think it's so important to write things, and we don't write, physically as often. So I think it's nice that it gives us another opportunity to write things.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like a memory in time, and you just put it down and you can go back to it. I go back to mine in 2012 when I first came to LA, and I bought a journal. So I was like, this is what LA is about. It's about discovering new little things, and that new little thing I created, I think it can change people's life like it changed mine. And it's also great for the community, right? We need something like this so we can memorize each strand or each thing we smoked or ingested. Like, we need to know.
Yeah, because there are so many freaking strands. Like I said, I genuinely don't remember, so it's nice that you have a
Right.
journal that you're like, oh wait, I want to feel like this again, know? So you're from Bulgaria originally. What made you come to LA?
What made me come to LA is basically this is the capital of the entertainment industry, and I went to fashion school in 2015. I came here to FITM in downtown, the Fashion Institute of Design Merchandising. I came back to California 2016 for film, and I did 4 years of film school, and I graduated 2020. When COVID happened, actually. I didn't even got my graduation until 22.
That makes me so upset. I remember when COVID happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't that upset for me because I had just turned 30, so I was like, this is the perfect time for me to just not do things, right? But
Exactly.
I thought about students who weren't able to have graduation ceremonies, and that's what made me feel sad. So I'm sorry you didn't have like an official one.
That was something that really sucked because I really wanted that, but whatever.
No.
I guess, I got it in 22, but it's still college, and I feel like these 2 years of COVID just didn't exist.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels
I
like
also
that.
agree because just like some of the decisions I made in that time were not great, so they just don't exist. So they just don't exist. What I'm saying is the people that I dated during the pandemic, they didn't exist. It wasn't real. It didn't happen.
Oh yeah, it's a blur.
I'm curious because you said that your parents wanted you to study more. Are they very like, go to school, be excellent? What's
My
their
mom
vibe?
has 5 college degrees. I'm not kidding, guys. That's why my mom is like, you should get more, you should go study more. And now, after I got my second degree, I'm feeling like I want more.
Okay, so what other degrees would you want to get?
I would really love to get animation. And I'm not joking, I've watched every single anime. And as a producer, I have stories I want to tell, and I want them animated. And that's a dream of mine.
What would you do? Like, what is your dream job that is like so far-fetched, not at all kind of what you do now, but something that you're so interested in that people would be like, oh, I didn't know you liked that.
Maybe, well, because production involves many things. I would love to be involved in um, location scouting, maybe, which actually pays. Like being sent places to just scout them and like smoke maybe there. I don't know, but I would love to scout locations and go on trips places and just take pictures of these places for production and be
That
paid for that. Isn't
that
that great?
It's honestly such an amazing job, and I have to, not one that's underappreciated, but like most people have never even heard of it, but like without one, there's no movies, there's no shows. It's really important. Okay, good answer.
Thank you.
If there was one thing that you could tell me about, something that you're just really interested in right now, what would it be? It could be anything, like something you're hyper
Something I'm
fixated
really
on, a random fun fact you heard.
A random fun fact I heard. Wow. Maybe we need to come back to
We
it.
can come back to it. Let's talk about philanthropy because we're here to make the world a better place, right? It's not just about our experience. And I know you do like a beach cleanup thingy. Can you talk to us about that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. For the past 6 years, I've joined a beach cleanup called the Project Saver Surf. And it's created by this very famous actress, Tana Frederick. And she's in many movies. And I just joined her cause. And then years passed by. I've been just on the board. I've been like influencer for them and an ambassador. And in the past 2 years, I joined them with the High Journal, where the High Journal sponsors some of the activities and gets brands to donate and help out the Project Saver Surf with various activities like brings weed brands to the beach, which is really great because people love coming to the beach and just having good time.
Oh, you know, you were saying before when I
Uh-huh.
dropped my phone by mistake, and then I said that because I dropped my phone, and sometimes when I drop my phone on the floor, I'm like, I don't want to pick it up because if not, I'm on it all the time.
Yeah.
You said you don't have your phone on you?
No, I don't have my phone on me.
Like-
It's in my bag.
Oh, okay, good. That's crazy that that's like an accomplishment, but it's like,
Yep. Well, it's because, lately my doctor prescribed me some anxiety pills. I was like, no, doctor, I don't really need anxiety pills. But then, you know what? I get such an anxiety from having so much messages on my phone and having to go through them and everything. And so weed is not enough. I mean, I'm sorry, but I love weed. I've smoked weed for 14 years. I know how it feels. But when it comes to social media and anxiety, and I just get dizzy. And these pills are like, says an anxiety and dizziness. And I'm like, wait, I have an anxiety and dizziness. What? So they help. I was like, whoa, fix my life.
is it pressure to post or is it pressure to respond to everybody and all of your DMs and stuff?
The pressure is to respond to everybody, but also the pressure is on me being there all the time because I'm a public figure online, and so everything that I post is being seen by a lot of people. Whew. So when I see the numbers, and then I'm like, oh my god, no! Everybody saw me do that. All these people. That's like a mini concert. Just look at me, just yeah, shaking it there on the camera or whatever I'm doing. In my anime suits or whatever. Because I told you I love anime, so I do a lot of anime content too on Instagram.
That's interesting. It's interesting because so many people strive to have so many followers, and I don't think they realize that one of the repercussions is like it's a
Yeah.
lot. It's just a lot of.
It's a lot of comments that are unnecessarily pointed at us or gifs that are like weird.
Do you get like trolls and stuff? Like, do you get mean comments?
Oh my god, I do get mean comments, but they're so mean that even like mentioning them now would be like, ooh.
Oh, I don't want to hear about them
no,
because
no.
that's like totally low vibrational, negative vibes.
Oh no.
But not yet, but I'm sure it'll happen. I don't get too many negative stuff, but when I do, I always just end up feeling bad for the person who leaves the comment
Oh, exactly.
because I'm like, that's what you took your time to do.
And for them to be in that state of mind.
Yeah, I
Oh
always
my
feel
god.
bad.
You living with that state of mind is just proof that there's something wrong with you.
Yeah. I'm definitely too empathetic. Like, I feel bad for the person who just. I tried to buy something off Facebook Marketplace and they stole my money. And I'm like, do I call the cops? I feel bad for them. Maybe they needed my money.
Mm-hmm.
Empathy is an interesting thing. So I'm guessing it's still illegal in Bulgaria?
Yes, it's still illegal.
And is it like it's illegal but not frowned upon? Like, what is the thought process in your country around weed?
The thought process is everybody knows that it's holistic, that it's helping, that it's just a herb, but the politics around it are very difficult. Like for Bulgaria to start cultivating and producing, just like in Los Angeles or Amsterdam, Austria, it's very different. Because I've been to Austria, and my friends show me how things are there. Everything is very legal, and people can grow, people can smoke, but there's still some restrictions. However, in a small country like Bulgaria, these things don't matter with people's minds that have been in the old ages, because old people control the country. There's no young influence, and it's been introduced before in Bulgaria, weed, but the Congress didn't pass the bill.
I'm just curious, like, if I was in Bulgaria and wanted to get weed, like, where do they source it from? Like, like a lot of, like, even if you're in New York, a lot of times it's like, oh, it's from Cali or from, where is it? Like, we got this from.
Mentioning New York, I have a story. Can I?
You can, especially if it's a New York story. Tell it.
Okay. Oh, guys, this is the most funniest story ever.
I
So
mean,
the first time I came in America, my friends picked me up from the airport, and I told them, guys, I really want to try weed in America. So
you're living the immigrant dream.
literally, that's what I came for. I wanted to try American weed basically in the first time, but also no American. Like I knew English basically. I studied English, and I wanted to come to the country where I speak it. So my friends took me, which I didn't know them. They're my uncle's kids, my cousins. They took me from the airport. It was my first time meeting them in America here, and we took the car and we went to New York. And I didn't know what New York was, but you know what? I found weed there.
Yeah.
And you know what? I didn't find weed. I found people that smoke weed on the streets, and my friends were like, "Harry, don't go and ask. Don't go." And I was like, "No, I have to.
You're like,
I
these are
have
my
to.
people.
These are my people. I know them." So I told the guy on the street, I was like, "Hey, you have green?" And I was like, really stunned because I didn't know what he was going to say. And he's like, "How much?" I was like, what? How much? I was like, 50. And he went across the street and got me like 5 G's. And I was like, damn, okay. So then when I smoked that in New York, it was insane. It was insane because I never had American, and that was American, and American was amazing, amazing. So then I was like, I need to be American.
I love that your gateway to being American and to wanting to be American was through weed.
Well, weed is a part of it, just one part, but it's a main part of my life, which actually makes me live a better life. So I just had the choice to do that and have a better life. America.
America. So back to the weed journal. What like people who really use this journal, why do they love it? Like, why should everyone go right now and purchase this?
I was at a festival, and I brought the journal to the festival, and I asked people to write in it. They were like, "What? That's a weed journal?" And it was a pretty fun experience. It just seeing how people react to it. It was like, what?
Well, I also like that. I mean, I obviously love that. What am I doing or eating? That's really great. But I also love that it has like a set your intention, because a lot of people, weed, there's a lot of ways to indulge, right? You can do it socially. You can, do it as a kind of a coping mechanism or a therapeutic kind of solo. But then to do it with intentionality is definitely a big thing too. Like, what is your reasoning for smoking? So I like that that's an option.
Exactly.
Do you resonate with that? I feel like
exactly.
you
That's why I
added that
put
for a
it there,
reason.
because I put it there for a reason, because in the end, if you don't have a goal, why are you doing it? And if you're not doing it with a goal, there's no purpose. And why did you spend that money on it? Why did you like put your time and effort into it? Like, everything needs to have a meaning. And yeah.
I mean, I totally agree. And I think when I think of weed as an herb, as something that it just organically grows in the ground, I do not think that God, the universe, whatever, I don't think it's just randomly here. I think, like everything else, there was a reason why it's here. And
That's exactly what I think every time
Yeah.
I smoke it.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like, wow.
yeah.
There was a reason that I am inhaling this so I can reach that higher state of thought.
For sure.
Or that ignorance of certain thought that I don't need.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and I always say, like, in the same way that we have garlic that makes our food delicious, but is also, natural, antibiotic, like, in that same way, I fervently believe that, like, we have weed because we're supposed to, because you're supposed to access it. And the same with peyote or ayahuasca or any of those things. I don't think it's like just a quinky dink that it's on this planet.
It's just like we have potatoes. We need some starch.
Yeah, you need starch. Sorry,
Are you
keto
addicted
people.
to fries? No, I just need them.
Yes, exactly. Precisely. I might also be addicted to fries as well. Those are yummy. All right.
Whoa.
No, I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I would keep
I
that's
love
sometimes
pickles.
keep
I
things
just
to
love
yourself. No,
pickles.
just sometimes you just got to keep things to yourself, and pickles on a pizza. So we're talking, you have a bunch of partnerships with different wheat brands.
Oh, yes. So I have different partnerships with weed brands, and especially when I make them filters in the past few years. Yeah, we deployed a few projects for them, for packs, for Steezy, Daily High Club. Oh my God, we did one for Daily High Club that got millions of views.
A filter?
Yeah.
So how did you get, I don't know anybody who casually makes, like, their Instagram filter. Are they all Instagram filters?
Instagram and Facebook filters, but in the past 2 years I started doing for TikTok and Snapchat. And I also got just verified as a Snapchat filter creator. And my Snapchat filters got a lot of views.
Interesting. What kind of filters do you create?
Entertaining filters or
Okay.
filters that you want to create art with. That's my main goals when I
Okay.
create.
Because I'm going to give you my unfiltered opinion.
Of course.
I am not a fan of filters that are specifically targeted towards
Beautifying.
women that are beautiful. Like, it really
They're
pisses me
generated.
off.
They're very degenerative towards their mental health.
Yeah, of course. I won't. Sometimes I don't use filters. And sometimes, like, I'll swipe by mistake, and then it's a filter, And I'm like, I didn't even know I was ugly before. I had no idea. And then
Right,
I
yep.
didn't know. And then I switch back and I'm like, there's a disgusting comparison. And it's something I'm so passionate about because I'm like, this is not good for anybody's mental health. I can't fathom for a freaking teenager, but to have a filter that is making my nose thinner and my lips bigger and my skin flawless and all of these things, and I'm just like, I should not have that expectation to look like this.
No, nobody should. That's why certain countries ban filters. Did you know?
I didn't, but I'm not surprised that America didn't. But
No. So Snapchat, not Snapchat, I'm sorry. Meta, Facebook and Instagram are getting rid of filters in 2025. And for me, this is heartbreaking.
I was going to say,
'cause
for you, it's probably like...
that's my business. That's my life. But also for other people, that's something that they don't really want. So I guess the people that don't like filters are winning.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think that it's tough, right? Because it's like, if you want to do really like artsy ones or different ones, I get that. But again, for me, man, those filters are like, I know girls that they will only post with a filter. They don't feel comfortable showing their true selves. And
I've seen it.
Yeah, and it just makes me sad. You know, it makes me sad because it's like, you wouldn't feel this way about yourself if you didn't already see yourself in a filter. It's like, oh, well, this is the better version of me. Like, I hate it.
Like, you can be yourself, but you can use filters that are not filtered. Basically, like entertaining filters. I make filters that really make your face big or your eyes small or just weird different things.
Like I'm not against all filters. Like the one filter that I liked was it was puts your face in a garbage can. Now that's definitely not a beautifying filter, but I liked it because it's me in a garbage can. That I'm okay with. That's that's fine for my mental health.
It's a cool perspective to see yourself in a garbage can.
It's your face.
I mean, we all need to humble
can.
ourselves. So
yeah, exactly. On some days, I'm like, you know what? I need to be reminded that I am garbage. I'm just but yeah, that's the filter thing. But that's crazy that you think they're really gonna get rid of filters?
They are. I got an email from Meta. Like literally, because I'm one of the main filter creators, they emailed me. They're like, make sure you save your projects. Make sure you like create another gallery that it's not on Instagram, because we're changing Instagram.
Well, first of all, what else is new? Instagram is
They're always
changing
every day. I'm like, oh my god.
I will say,
making things difficult.
There's going to be a lot of backlash when they get rid of filters.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be upset.
They're gonna go to TikTok, literally.
Interesting. Because TikTok, you're right, TikTok does have filters.
Yeah. I make games, like filter games for TikTok. I made some for anime series and...
I'm trying, the only filter I use is like the little smoothing for when I don't feel like wearing makeup. This is going to be shot on good cameras. You can see I don't have perfect skin. I do have blemishes.
Nobody has perfect skin. Nobody.
You haven't met my sister. You
really?
haven't met my sister. That bitch doesn't do a damn thing. She sleeps in her makeup. She eats whatever she wants, and she has flawless skin. It's okay. I have a bigger butt. Anyway, that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah. Even I wear makeup
I was
right
gonna say,
now.
you have a little. Is that a little tinted moisturizer?
Yeah, I had to put that tinted moisturizer because it's also my SPF, and so they both go together.
Yeah, exactly. Killing two birds with one stone, beautifying and protecting yourself from the sun.
We need the sun. I mean, we all photosynthesize.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Photosynthesis. We are plants. We smoke plants. Thank you for being here, Hadi. I really appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Did you have a good time?
I did have a good time.
Okay. Oh, and thank you for the High Journal. I'm so excited.
You're welcome.
I need to get a nice, cool pen to write in it.
I gotta sign it for you.
Please sign it for me.
Let me do it.
Perfect, guys.
I hope I brought a pen.
Oh, let's see. I mean, I'll be honest. I've seen you pull 16 things out of that bag, so I'd be surprised if you didn't have a pen.
Actually, we don't
But
have
you know
a
what?
pen.
Look at God. Just sending a pen.
Okay.
And I caught it. Was good. Thank you. Surprised me. Thank you. Yeah. I'm so dope. I have a personalized one. Thanks for watching, you guys. This is Vibes with Dariany, and I want to see your comments. What are you writing in your High Journal? And if you're going to get one, which I suggest you do, what are you excited to write about? I want to write what I'm eating. We will see you next time.